They will tell you to calm down, to be realistic, to take life slow. But what they won't tell you is that obsession is the origin of every miracle this world has ever witnessed. You want to know why the world remembers names like Edison, Ford, Carnegie, Disney? Because those men didn't gabble. They didn't play around with their goals like a hobby. They obsessed. They were consumed by the fire of a vision. They couldn't shut off us, not at dinner, not in sleep, not even when the world called them mad. And you were born with that same capacity. The question is, RC, what are you doing with it? You see, every single day your thoughts are building something. Every repeated idea, every focus, every silent whisper inside your mind, of course, it's building your future. And whether you're aware of it or not, you're obsessing over something. Is it your potential, your greatness, or your fears, your failure? You become what you obsess over. You attract what you dwell upon. And most people are obsessed with exactly what they don't want. Rejection, scarcity, failure, what ifs, and not enoughs. What champions? They turn obsession into armor. Edison didn't just work on the light bulbs. He became the light bulb. 10,000 failures weren't failure to him, they were confirmation. I'm obsessed with solving this, and the solution is now one test. Closer, Wright brothers. They didn't fly because they had resources. Aussie, they had none. They flew because they burned with an idea that wouldn't let them sleep. T haunted them in the best way possible. They weren't mentee, they were movement obsession, was the engine. And you've got something inside you, a vision, a dream, a voice. But do you treat it like oxygen? Do you need it or just want it when life is comfortable? Because life will never hand you power. You must rip it from the hands of distraction and delay. And here's the truth the average mind avoids. Obsession is not the enemy. In fact, it's the only thing that has ever made the impossible inevitable. Show me a person who obsesses over discipline, and I'll show you a person who doesn't break under pressure. Show me a person who obsesses over clarity, and I'll show you a leader who bends reality to their will. Show me a person who obsesses over impact, and I'll show you a legacy that will outlive tombstones. But you're still apologizing for dreaming too big in front of small minds. Still shrinking your fire to fit in rooms built for comfort. Still asking for permission to unlock your own potential. Why? Because they called you too intense. Because you outgrew your circle. Because mediocrity clapped louder than vision. Let me break it to you. This world doesn't reward the balanced EAC. It rewards boldness. It doesn't crowd the cautious K. It remembers the obsessed. Obsession is not weakness, SC. It's spiritual war. It's your soul telling you this is the path. And the moment you stop apologizing for your obsession is the moment your life begins to turn into something legendary. You were never meant to live a life of lukewarm, half wanting, half doing, half being. You were meant to burn with intention, with clarity. You were never meant to live a life of lukewarm, half wanting, half doing, half being. You were meant to burn with intention, with clarity, with relentless, almost unreasonable conviction. The problem isn't that you're obsessed. The problem is what you're obsessed with Too many people are obsessed with scrolling, with comparing, with surviving, but the few who change the world, they're obsessed with building, with discipline, with the vision. They don't waste their energy wondering if they're good enough caught. They train until the world has no choice but to believe it. So I ask you again, what are you obsessing over? Because your answer will become your life.